Deborah Hogg. I'm the first vice chair for the board for the chamber. Michelle couldn't be with us today. So we are so happy to be here with Go and welcome you all to the chamber. And it is Brad, Sean, and Tony. Yes. I don't have last names. I did good with that. We're so excited to have another business come to Marion. Our growth has been unbelievable, and we continue to do that. So we're very excited about our chamber and what we're able to accomplish together, and we're so happy that you're joining our team and to participate in this incredible journey for our town, our city. So, Mayor.
Did you say that?
I know. You know what? Someone told me yesterday they had Mayor Butler's shirt on, and I said,
it's probably a little crusty by now.
I'm so sorry. Mayor Mike Absher, our incredible,
Do you want me to limbo?
incredible leader.
I might say.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
And I, too, congratulate you guys. And I just want to say I think you're in the right spot. And you might expect me to say that. And, of course, I think the chief evangelist for Marion, Illinois. And so you would expect me to say that. But I want to back it up. And I specifically want to I don't normally do this at a ribbon cutting and go into some economics and some things that are going on at a deeper level. But it's, A, to convince you that you're in the right spot. And I'm going to take a shot, since there's so many other people in this industry in the room, realtors, title professionals, etc., to do a little evangelizing about where we're going as a town. So, and I'll express that in terms of a challenge that we have. We do not have enough housing. We're doing, if I may say so, a really good job at bringing in some jobs. I can name 3 or 4 pretty big examples. The 2 biggest is being FedEx and ReaderLink, which are 2 distribution centers that will bring in, between the 2, hundreds of jobs. The problem is, using another example of Ison, who is our largest employer in town, somewhere in the plus or minus, it varies, about 2,000 employees. And for those of you who've heard me say this spiel, and to quote this statistic, don't answer if you already know the answer. But for those of you who haven't heard the question and would like to wager a guess at this question, please just shout it out. How many zip codes do you think Ison's 2,000 employees, if you think of it in terms of where they mail their pay stub, most of us have direct deposit, but think about where their home address, right? What's on their pay stub? How many zip codes do you think is represented in the 2,000 people that work at Ison, which is our largest employer in town?
You got this, Sean.
Who has an uneducated guess? How many?
13.
That's a good guess. 17. Any other numbers? Any other takers?
50.
50? Any others?
21. 32.
You're all low.
Wow.
82 zip codes.
More than 50.
Why is that important? Somebody tell me about that. There's going to be a quiz at the end. Somebody tell me from an economic standpoint why that is a problem for a town.
Because they don't live here.
Why is that a problem?
They take their
It's called the multiplier effect. Some of you that were at the chamber State of the City meeting, that particular one, might have heard me talking about this. If you earn $1 here in this office, and you go down the street to Casey's, or you go to a restaurant, or the dry cleaner, or Kroger, and you spend that $1 that you made here, it circulates between 5 and 7 more times in a local economy. I use this in the context of why you should think before you click and buy something online, because the moment you do that and you spend that proverbial $1, it forever leaves our economy. It goes to Seattle or wherever, and it never comes back. The money we earn here through paychecks, through any other local method of earning money, raking leaves, whatever that is, when you spend it here, it multiplies itself over and over and over. So when we have people that come to work here, which we're doing a really good job of getting that done, and they take their paycheck elsewhere, we don't benefit economically on that multiplier effect. It's the employment equivalent of clicking and buying stuff online. We're sending our dollars to other communities where they live. Part of that is natural, and especially with factory work. part of it's unnatural because our city limits is practically very small relative to the people that claim to be from 62959. The zip code's roughly twice the size as the city limits, for example, both in population and in geographical size. So that's another way of saying we need to expand our city limits. We need to find some land where people can build some new developments. We're pretty land poor. And that's another way of encouraging each of you in this industry. Don't just wait for people to come and get a mortgage from you. Encourage those that you know in the industry to consider Marion for development. Because we believe we are absolutely ripe for an explosion in growth. Williamson County in itself is one of 4 counties in the state of Illinois that grew its population during this last census. And we want to keep that march forward going. So anyway, forgive me for the long evangelization there, but you are absolutely in the right place and we need your help. And so I'm asking you for it, all of you, to keep Marion on the radar, get out there and evangelize about our town. We need your help, we need growth, we need housing, and we need you to finance it. Thank you. Anything the city can do for you all, you don't ever hesitate to call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Well, I think, do y'all have anybody
Oh,
up
they need
there?
to- they need to
Okay.
speak.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll let you
Well,
share.
okay, I guess I'll kind of go backstory here, how I even got to Guild, or who Guild is, because most people in Southern Illinois still don't know who Guild is. They know who I am, but they still don't know the company. So Guild started in 1960 out in California, San Diego. It was a builder. He built homes and he wanted a way to finance them for his clients. So he started financing the homes he built, and he grew into a mortgage company actually. So I think, I don't know, we're in 42 physical locations now, 42 states physical locations. Might have grown, we've acquired quite a few companies. So I mean, while other companies are shutting the doors right now in the mortgage industry, there's tons of companies. Wells Fargo actually just shut their doors on the mortgage market this week or last week. So a huge company shut down the mortgage altogether. So Guild's been acquiring companies, we're growing. And so we've acquired several in the last, since I've been on. I've been at Guild since May of last year. So yeah, my goal really is not only, I want people in Southern Illinois to know the name Guild. So I was the first office in Illinois. My regional office is out of Chesterfield, Missouri. Most of us here are in St. Louis area several times, ball games, Blues games, stuff like that. So yeah, I've been in the industry since 2016, and I've seen the ups and downs. And I mean, most people say right now it's a down area, but we're lucky because we're in Marion, we're in Southern Illinois, we're rural kind of. We don't ever see the extreme highs, extreme lows. So people are still buying, housing still relatively affordable where we live, where these other suburban areas saw crazy price increases where people were priced out of homes and had to move to lower income areas. So we're pretty fortunate here, I would say, in Marion, and like the mayor said, we're one of 4 counties growing. And I use that all the time when people come here. I always ask them how they found out. I closed this week somebody from Nebraska, and they said we came there because the cost of living was so much more affordable. We had job offers other places, but we came to Marion because the cost of living was so more affordable. So that's kind of my spiel. But I'm happy to be here. I'm very excited to have a physical location. That was my biggest thing. My biggest fear when I came on the Guild, I said, I want an office and I want to be in Marion. So I actually live in Heron, but I.
Prove my point.
I would left it off.
Do your shop before you go home.
I'm sorry.
I might live in Marion one day. So.
There's a few realtors here that can help you.
That might be a bigger problem.
Tony?
Well, no, I'll tell you what, when real quick, just for me, is we were open to Central Illinois, and I didn't even know where Marion was, besides the prison. That's the only thing I knew, honestly. That's the only thing I knew. So when I came
How
in
long
here
were
and
you
met,
there?
That's a long drive. But when we came here, and then all of a sudden, we kind of got put in touch with Sean here, and didn't really know much, and you kind of take a chance on going into the first market here and not really knowing the area. But when we got Sean, it was incredible. The instant, as I told him, if we put a billboard right up here, we wouldn't get any business, right? Because people go by and never know us. When you hire a guy like Sean in here, and all of a sudden, he knows everybody in town. I've never met a guy that goes, I go to lunch with him, we go to breakfast, hey Sean, hey Sean, hey Sean. Everybody in town knows the guy, right? And so it was really, really neat to kind of see for me, and I came here several times, and we went out and we started meeting people and everything else. It was really, really neat to see that. I come from outside Peoria, Illinois, so I come from a smaller town. And it was really, really neat to see that everybody was here how everybody's friendly, everybody helps. I mean, it was just such a supportive community that was just incredible, honestly. So, you know, and now the volume is coming in, and we definitely made the right decision by being here, made the right decision by being with Sean, and now we're just looking for the expansion and growing. That's where we're going. So now we're working on it. So, but yeah, but thank you everybody, and thanks for showing up today, man. That's pretty impressive. All these different people, man. It was very good. So, yeah, so thank you.
Tony, some words of wisdom?
Yeah. Ready.
You know, Tony pretty much summed it up, guys. When it was part of our growth pattern, I've been doing this for since 1992. I've seen good years, bad years, and everything in between. We started on our expansion growth, Sean being our first person over here in Marion, Illinois. Thanks, guys, for opening your arms and everything for us. You guys have been a really good open and welcoming for us. And this is our first, hopefully, of many in the Illinois area. And so this is very special for us. This is one of the first openings that we've had in probably 3 years now, because we put growth patterns on hold, just about the industry standards. But this year, this will be the first one. We're just did one up in North County and in the St. Louis metropolitan area, and hope to do a couple more here in the Illinois area in the near future. So, thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.